I'm back at it again with Ronnie's Mustang build. And I have found a coolant leak. As you can see back here, yeah, that clamp is really loose. Now I still have the car up on jack stands. That's where I determined where it was coming from. Go ahead and tighten that up. And then we'll move on to installing a new starter relay. And maybe find some way to cut this main power wire down coming from the starter, because that is just way too long. Heck yeah, man. We'll go ahead and button up this coolant line and its hose clamp. Now, a while back, I actually replaced these two hoses, all the hose clamps, even zip tied them together to look a little bit better. But now I'm kind of thinking I should get new connectors. You know, those red and blue ones that CJ from CJ Race Cars, his YouTube channel, check him out. I'll leave a link in the description below. He loves those blue and red connectors. Here's the bottom one. That's the one that's actually leaking. And we'll just go ahead and hit them all since we're here. You know, when the car sits for a while, this is the kind of stuff you kind of got to double check. We got a little bit of leak in the front, but it's not that bad. Now that we've tightened all the hose clamps for the cooling lines here, after looking at it, I really don't like how this one is pinched. So we'll go ahead and straighten it out a little bit. That just makes it for a better flow of the coolant. Yeah, that's a lot better. Now we'll go ahead and install the brand new starter solenoid. I got a lifetime warranty on this bad boy. Instructions, we don't need those. Try not to scratch the primer paint job. Brand new lock washers and nuts. Go ahead and set those aside for right now. Put the nuts on the back side of the fender wall. Now I'm kind of thinking in the future I'm going to relocate where this starter solenoid is. And by the way, do you call it a starter solenoid or do you call it a starter relay? That's what I really want to know. I mean, technically it's a starter solenoid, according to O'Reilly's, that is. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Starter solenoid or starter relay? Yep. Pretty much just like that. See if we can get on the back side here with the wrench. Doesn't take much to do this, does it? The thing I've learned about these old cars is they need very little to run. Gas and spark. Maybe some hot pink spray paint. Where you at? You would think this is kind of a two-man job, but I work alone, according to the song, that is. Is it I work alone or I walk alone? I don't know. There we go. Now, because I already have everything in the correct order that I uninstalled it, we'll just bloop, bloop, put that there. Put all the accessories back on. Just the way it came off. So there's no confusion on all the wiring. One thing I did notice is this connector is kind of loose. Let's hit it with some that's a little better. Brand new hardware. So what we got in here? It actually came with small lock washers for these connectors. We don't need those. We'll just put them back in the box. That's if you were running bare wires with connectors like this, butt connectors as they're called. Like I stated in the installation of the old solenoid, is I made a mark on this main power wire going to the starter. I will eventually cut it, get new connectors, but for now we're just going to install it. That way I can actually start the car. This is a 1/2-inch wrench that I'm using, by the way. It's either a 1/2 inch or a 12 millimeter. Oh, get that guy out of the way. And just like that, we have a brand new starter solenoid. Now I guess the only thing left to do is to see if it's going to start. Nope. We got an issue somewhere. Darn it. Oh, damn it, dude. This is retarded. Well, I do not like that. We still have some kind of wiring issue. I'm going to have to double check the connection to the transmission, because that's kind of what I'm thinking it is now. Did I actually need a new starter relay, starter solenoid? You guys are going to love this. Turns out I did not need a new starter solenoid. I now have a new starter solenoid with a lifetime warranty, so that's cool. In the past, I've had issues with this car and the transmission not wanting to go into neutral and start. After crawling underneath the car, I found the safety neutral switch. Wait, no, the neutral safety switch. Yes, I had to Google that. Is completely garbage. It was actually a little bit intact. Show you up close here. The wires came completely loose. It was actually a little bit intact, but from wiggling the wires back and forth just a little bit underneath the car, yeah, this is now garbage. So we are back to square one. We are back to spending a little bit more money to get this old 68 Mustang GT Coupe on the road in time for this year's unique 10 car show here in Longview, Washington. Ronnie's Mustang build. Heck yeah, man.